Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Of course, Commander. This weather is quite conducive for cooling the archive, and unconducive for me feeling my fingers.
I find your proposed time frame leisurely, unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often? Have an intellectually stimulating day. Have you at least determined the cause of the problem? If it's listening,
observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in a crossfire. Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours. Cloister has been a difficult front, but losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Overlying the rifts, if you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to LaPlace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it. that giant glowing structure in the distance there? That's the archive's main entry point. However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The archive's under protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. You'll not gain access without serious military support. For every problem, a solution. That's the order way. Though if we were capable of retaking the archive, I assume we would have done it by now. Never hurts to ask, though. Only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
Before we head to the archive, perhaps we should entreat the Order or Auntie's choice for aid against the Protectorate defenses. Sound to be rather formidable.
Happy to chat for 0.07 seconds. Oh, time's up. Bye.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the archive. Don't cause any trouble.
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs. The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview. Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is. Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you? All conflict is transient in nature. To dwell on the negativity of a moment is to risk missing the opportunity of what comes next. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters: science and progress. And you for recognizing such quality of vision. But now, I fear I have kept you long past an ideal duration. May all your problems precede solutions.
Is it just me? Or does something seem... Oh, never mind.
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving. Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this booth. At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Cause trouble and I will school you. Chapter and verse.
Agent, over here. Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. And any hope of peace between the Order and Auntie's choice would be over. Shame about all the disorder. The negotiations had not been going as smoothly as I'd hoped, it's true, but we were making progress. While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades of my order, wounded and dying. He sought to unburden himself, now convinced Wiley's calculations were wrong. He told us all about that terrible De Vries woman's plan, and theorized you must have stopped her. Well, I think that's what he said. There was quite a lot of gurgling. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Had she succeeded in assassinating us, it would have terminated any hope for peace. Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussions can be reconvened in due time. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia, though we could certainly use assistance from an outside force like yourself. To begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each of the two groups. Earning the trust of both sides is essential. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. Oh, really? Perhaps the challenge rating is far less than I've hitherto calculated. Well, obviously you'll likely have to act as an intermediary between Ruth and Auntie, which will require some verbal finesse. But let's worry about that step upon reaching it. Transplendent. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I can let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. You either already know that the Order is the sole institution capable of saving Arcadia, or you're particularly inclined to ingratiate yourself to me. Either is acceptable. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering. No more doubt. Well, I hope you'll see in time. There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order, but I cannot entrust it with just any come-by-chance outsider. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess whose aims upon Ruth may be malicious. Prove yourself to me first, then we may discuss the rest. To the point. Very well. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead. But I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. Quality goods at algorithmically determined prices.
you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are lifesavers. I would have been dead 3 times over without mine.
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of response.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the archive.
UNEAC has likely been sorting out their logistic problems. Took a moon-sized computer to do it. Imbeciles.
I don't know who Auntie's Choice thinks they will convince with this poor quality propaganda, but I sure am grateful for the heat they provide. I feel confident those weak-minded...
Not in the mood for a random interaction. Thank you.
Say, have you seen Junior Acolyte Nelson around anywhere? Maybe focus on self-bettering yourself. Hey, you there. Got a minute? Hey, you there. I got a job that needs doing if you've got the time. It pays, of course. I need help finding some lost supplies. Of course. Wouldn't trust someone who takes a job without knowing about it first. It's like this. The dullards in orbit dropped a slew of pods in the wrong place. One of them has a critical crate of supplies in it. Find it and bring it back. Real simple, see? Job's a simple one. Can't rightly figure what else needs jawing about. They botched it and dropped a whole mess of them, but I only need you to lay hands on the one. Missing parts for Auntie's Choice of standard infantry boots, sizes 6 to 14. Don't stress your brain pan over it, friend. Wouldn't go messing around with them if I was you anyhow. Leave them be. Star's glad to hear it. I'll mark the drop spot on your map. Good luck. Pushing your luck.
I've got 10 sacks of gold scratch shit to peddle you. No, this stinks like a good chopped up butter. Putting the guns up in charge is like letting the cannon guard the hen house.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target over in order territory.
Exactly where I wanted it. They act all high and mighty, but I give them 30 minutes before they cave to try it. The customers.
Devious and devious, sir. I'll have to remember this.
That bridge has seen better days.
Ratcheting.
Get the water in, I'll take care of it.
You're back! Find them supplies yet?
I seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
That bridge has seen better days.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Vitals critical.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Investigating hostile intentions. To attack.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Mobilizing.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
outfit. Takes all sorts.
Anything to heat up you, Commander. Just say when.
Proceeding to attack.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Warning. You are approaching a Protectorate checkpoint. All Protectorate subjects...
Somebody, you get the seat.
Paris is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado.
Resorting to violence.
After that, some damned cultists. I don't even know what
Guns cut.
Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all. Don't leave all full of anger now. Just leave.
Investigating hostile intentions.
There's nothing even here anymore. If you're weirdly intent on dying for nothing, it's your life.
I'll handle this.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Proceeding to attack.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Let me know when you needed a stretch. Ready to waste them. On your command.
Big regret this coming here. It's so cold. I ain't finds enough of these scraps for this. Time. Colds. Damn, all the mantis so noise and spits sound so close. I think they're behind me. Always.
That's a bad company.
Oh.
You're back! Find them supplies yet? Merciful law, I reckon the troops will be glad to hear it. We've been itching to get these for days. Just hand that over and I'll sign off on your pay. Oh yeah, forgot about those. Sometimes the old human noggin does strange things. Must be on account of my feet hurting so mightily without them shoe cushions. Yes, but they're really good padded inserts. Of course, no need for more fussing about. One standard fee as agreed. Thanks again for bringing back those boot parts.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target over in order territory.
Exactly where I wanted it. They had to all hide money back. Give them 30 minutes before they came and try it. New customers, hook, line, and sinker. Maybe a bandit, genius, sir. I'll have to remember this one.
ish. Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Appreciate if you cleared out.
No trouble, mate.
Closer and
Let me know when you need a distraction.
I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive. I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all math charts and chalkboards and... How many abaci does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place.
Ready to waste him. On your command.
All of it away.
Advance! Taking cover. Heading forward. Serve the console. Their location answered.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the archive's entrance, remember?
Found him again.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Let's say when. Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Sensibly, I must. Let us reconvene.
Ready to waste him. On your command. Let me know when you need a stretch. You think too much. Hurry fast.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Recommencing hostilities. Trying to limit
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Take the Adrena time!
Come trouble me.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Wait, that's not who I am. Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these homeheads show up.
Reasons Pass isn't overly far from here, you know. Just noting. For reference sake. Did you need something? Do you now? Let's hear it. Very well. Never mind it.
Marisol, you're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Boujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anais Boujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
You can call me Niles. Rest isn't important just now.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends. She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order needlessly, heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
Hold on, did you? You continued your research. On your own.
I calculated what might occur if my work was completed. And there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. Turns out a little knowledge is, in fact, a dangerous thing. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Anti's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks, trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes, and it's quite concerning. I understand if your priorities differ from my own, though.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime. Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here.
Resorting to violence.
Check enemy light just turned on. Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Miscreant! Suffered extensive...
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the thing.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
On your command.
Capacitor out. Get it on the center.
I'll take care of him, Commander. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. Let me know when you need a distraction. Got trouble, mate.
Resorting to violence. Torpificator is charged. Capacitor unit away. Recharge the low for torpification. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Standing by to stupefy. Weapon ready, Commander. Show yourself. Commander, throwing energy your way. Standing by to stupefy. Capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. Torpificator at ready status. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. Go for torpification.
Been meaning to ask you, Marisol. Back when we first met, you said something about me seeming sad. What was that about?
Call it intuition, if the unscientific nature of the term doesn't irk you. Was I correct?
Sure, I can get a little ruminative, but what if I can call it past?
Investigate hostile intentions.
Ready to wait. On your command.
I'll handle this.
Guns locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
You there! You need to leave. This is a holy site. Non-believers are not welcome. Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony. Oh, I'm not accustomed to hearing such. We're usually dismissed as, well, we need not discuss that. But in regards to your entering Newton, that's just not possible. It is blocked by a rift. As I said, the only way to get inside is to offer yourself up to the rift. By being thrown into it, that is. Oh, have you not heard the good news? This is a wondrous time, friend. Our name was not chosen at random. It is a glorious dawn for all humankind. The rifts are a means to achieve a perfect state of being. and they are once again active after laying relatively dormant for years. The end of our tortured existence is nigh. I don't know what to say to that. Is that good? I need guidance. Hierarch Wolcott! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Did I hear something about manipulating the rifts, Acolyte? That smacks of false scientism, bordering on heresy. You should know that the rifts are inviolate perfection. And you may be able to fool an Acolyte, but I'm not as easily flummoxed. In what way can you possibly manipulate that which is the Architect's own tool for our salvation? What you must think of me, to tell me such obvious lies and not expect violent retribution. You have gravely miscalculated. Glorious Dawn! Attack the interlopers, now!
Get the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Hostiles, Nick.
Wait. The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
Not a bad start, but we should consider calling down backup too. Many hands make for light, slaughter.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates.
The Order desperately want to regain control of the archive. We could offer to hand it to them later, after we process the data, in exchange for help now.
What about the Order? They've already got forces on Cloister, and they have every incentive to want to help take back the archive.
All fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates.
All right, it's a plan.
All we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Observe said progress.
Professor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Enemy in vicinity.
Ready to take a hit on point!
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Perhaps a brief investigation.
I'm sentry nearby. Commander, throwing energy your way. Reviving me is in everyone's best interest. Proceeding to attack.
Looks like the work of scavengers. Find them, we find the missing part. Is someone tapping into the power here?
peak industrial engineering. The skill alone.
I'll handle this.
Stick close, Commander. Wouldn't want you wandering off and getting lost.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Calcaduceus, not detected.
Yeah.
Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Oh, you poor man. I sincerely hope we don't have to shoot you.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain, despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No, capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. I would know. No, accept my offer or kill me, but I will not betray the Protectorate. Further, I suppose. All right, I am reaching for the Calcaduceus. Please do not shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it not again. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Automatic replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Is it broken? Did you just break the Archive?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan. A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them. Perusing contents, anatomizing diversiform particulars, concatenating manifold integrants, cursory assessment complete, an impressive accumulation of rift data, similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. If you're going to stand around whining forever, so best get started. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
Inverting targeting protocols. There. Any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however. It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it. Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Our potential allies in the Order would not like that.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I've unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.